Hey, it's me, Banjo-Kazooie, and welcome to my playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie. As you can see here, it's the Xbox 360 version, or in this case, Xbox One with the rare replay. I love this little remix of the main theme. Pretty catchy. Probably better than the one in Smash Brothers. But yeah, you probably for those who follow me for a long time, you probably thinking it to yourself that I recorded this game a long time ago. Well, I did. It was incomplete, and now I'm gonna delete those old ones and pretty much restart with this one. The old one was the original Nintendo 64 one, but now it's gonna be the 361. And it's pretty weird, I've been playing this version so many times. It's still pretty weird that the N64 logo, excuse me, is not at the beginning. Still not used to that. Uh, they're drinking my Dr. Pepper, not sponsored. Yeah, that's it. Man, there's a song. Yeah, I like the Brent Foss lyrics one. Yeah, I still got some of those words stuck in my head. It's a pretty good song. Pretty sure everybody knows it by now, especially if they've been playing Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, definitely one of Grant Kirkhope's best soundtrack ever, at least in my opinion. Though I do like the theme of GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64. But anyways, I already did a retrospective review on it. Pretty amazing, and as you can see here, I 100%ed those two game files. See, 100 Jigsaw, 900 notes. 100 Jigsaw, 900 notes. And time to make game number 3 100%. This game is definitely one of my top 5 favorite games of all time, no doubt. And the Xbox 360 version is a much better version than the Nintendo 64, mainly because you can collect notes, and in the original they would disappear. I mean, they would reappear once you re-enter a level. But I getting ahead of myself. This talk about the story. I'm gonna label this as part 0, and I'll tell you a little bit why a little bit later on. But I remember the promotional tape with John Levitz, and I really wanted this game back when I was like in I believe the 4th or 5th grade. Is around the time I was getting my braces, and my mom got this game for me afterwards. It's like, this is like one of the few games that I really wanted. Usually when I am introduced to a new game, it's usually to somebody else, usually my brother or another family member. But this is a game that I, really wanted for myself. I don't think it was the first one. I'm pretty sure Diddy Kong Racing. That was came out a year before. That's another game I really wanted. Pretty much anything with the Rare logo back then, I wanted. But anyways, just getting a little introduced to the story here. Is the basic damsel in distress, where Banjo needs to save his sister. And you see that picture in the background. where Banjo is. At first I thought that was like a picture of Fungi Forest. I don't think it is. To me, it looks like the beta version of Banjo during the time where it was like a 2.5D platformer where he was collecting like different fruits. But again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure why Bottle is doing the Nazi salute. This is back where video game character models have, basic poses. They can't, really point fingers, at least not on Nintendo 64. At least not what I can remember. I mean, if it did happen, it's probably not just standard during that time. Hopefully not annoyed with me drinking some Dr. Pepper during this time. Alright, now we begin the game. And this is technically the first level, but it's a tutorial level. Banjo don't really have any moves, but we're going to fix that immediately. Yeah, I played this game a lot. Banjo-Tooie, not so much. Mainly because I didn't had it back then. I also did a retrospective review on that. And, well, right now I still like the first one better than the second one, but I want to give that game another try now that I'm more familiar with that game. Maybe even try to 100% that game. And of course, we gotta talk about ukulele here. Well, in a moment, they gave you the option to either do the training or not, but I'm gonna decline the training. And even though you can decline the training and go straight to Grunty's lair, what I'm going to do is explore a bit because there's actually some very important items around Spiral Mountain. And pretty much this whole place is shaped like a big circle. So you can be able to navigate pretty easily. A great beginner's level in my opinion. First we're going to take care of this enemy up here. And he's got a very important item. And, well, usually it's my job to explain what the item does, but the actual item actually do that themselves. That's a pretty common thing that happens in this game, in series. And there's the second one. We're going to get all 6 of them here. I mean, these are optional items. Get 6 of them and you increase your health. And now I can see items way back there because in the original Nintendo 64 version, you can see only for a certain distance and the items won't appear until you reach that certain distance. Okay, we're going to get this honeycomb piece over here. Getting them is all pretty easy. It's just pretty much use the moves you have. Gonna have some extra lives too. I believe they reset back to 3 once you save the game, turn it off, and then turn it back on again. But I'm pretty sure that's true in the Nintendo 64 version. I keep forgetting if that's also true for the 360 version. I'm gonna say yes, but I guess to find out in part 2. This is technically part 0 because it's a basic tutorial level. I mean, I could still call it part 1 and nobody would complain about it, but I'm gonna call it part 0 because it's completely optional. But anyway, back to ukulele. Sorry if I left y'all hanging on that one. But I mean, some people didn't like it, mainly because of various reasons. But I like it for the most part. I mean, I still wouldn't consider it as good as Banjo-Kazooie. Even though I did a versus video on that where I declared ukulele was, technically better than Banjo-Kazooie in some aspect. But, I mean, if I had to redo that video, I'll probably put Banjo-Kazooie on top, to be honest. But that's mostly because of nostalgia, to be on. To be honest, sorry if I repeat myself a lot. Get used to that. But now on to Quintier. But I think ukulele is a fine spiritual successor. Yeah, I definitely want to do a playthrough of that game. But into Grunty's mouth. Yeah, sorry if I'm not reading the actual text when I go so long. Well, as you can tell, don't have a great speaking voice. These actual voices you're actually hearing is actually much better than mine, to be honest. But anyways, technically on to the first world. See, there's two paths. Of course, you can't take the one on the left because that area is too steep. But we can get our first Jiggy up here. Yep, and again, get used to the items talking to you. And we're going to use that Jiggy piece to open our first world. You can fast forward through these, but I like to keep it on there so y'all can read it and understand what goes on. To understand what's going on. Well, with that being said, I do fast forward a little bit. But in our next part, we're going to enter Momos Mountain. As you can see there, Grunty likes to rhyme a lot. But, before we actually end this part, let's show off the game over screen. Another thing I like as a kid watching this, it's a bit rare that we get stuff like this, like bad endings. I mean, it does happen every now and then, but that's usually with games with multiple, with a complex story with multiple endings. Like, imagine a Mario game that has a bad ending. And there's Momo right there. Alright. And we're going to end it right there. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the actual part 1 of this video. Catch you guys later.